Hi, this is Chris Goldie with the Goldie Group at Keller Williams Realty here in Southern Maryland. And today I wanted to talk to you about how do you get your offer accepted in this unbelievably hot market we're having right now. Every home that's on the market is getting multiple offers. And if you're a buyer, it's not going to be unusual for you to write 4 or 5 offers on properties before you get one accepted. But there's some things that we can do that we can ensure the chances of your offer getting accepted. So the very first thing is kind of obvious, which is expect to write more than a full price offer. Now, our agents are all going to take a look at the comparables and they're going to tell you what the house is worth and what it'll sell for and have a pretty good idea of where an appraisal is going to come in at so that they can ensure that you're not going to be overpaying for the house. So you can go ahead and you can write over full price or over the list price for the property and not be concerned that you're going to be overpaying for the property. Another thing that's going to help you out with that is to ask for less closing help or even no closing help. We have a lender that we work with that for our clients, they'll do a no-fee loan, and many times you can go in there and you can buy a house without having any closing help from the seller and still spend the same as you would with any other lender. And that's exclusive just for our clients, so if that's something you'd like to find out about, let us know. Second thing is going to be a pre-approval, and have a full-blown, true pre-approval and give the lender permission to share that information with the listing agent. The difference between a pre-qualification and a pre-approval is that on the pre-qualification, the lender is going to pull your credit, ask you how much money you make, tell you how much property you can buy. So that's pretty much what they do, and they'll send a letter that says that they have pre-qualified you. Now the difference with a pre-approval is you provide the lender with all the documentation that underwriting is going to need to close the loan. You're going to give them your pay stubs. They're going to have verification of employment done. You're going to verify any assets that you need, so cash you might need for closing or anything like that. They're going to look at all of that, confirm that you have all that in place, and then they're going to issue a pre-approval. And really the only contingency at that point in time is going to be the contract of sale, which is the offer we're writing for you, and an appraisal that shows that the value's there. That's a much stronger offer when you're ready to go. That essentially gives you the buying power of somebody that's coming in with cash. And that's also why people with cash right now don't get the cash discounts that so many people have heard about in the past. The next thing is contingency removals. So in our contract, there's lots of dates for things to happen, and we can shorten those. So for one, the first thing that we just talked about is there's a date to apply for a loan that goes in the contract. With your pre-approval, that's done. There's a date for a loan commitment. With your pre-approval, that's mostly done and allow us to go with a much shorter time frame for that. Home inspections, be quick on your home inspection. I would never advise a client not to get a home inspection. Some of them do, but be short. Go with a really short window for the home inspection. You should be able to get one done in about 5 days with the contacts we have with home inspectors, and make it for informational purposes only with the right to walk away. So you're going to get your home inspection. Home inspector is going to go through, he's going to show you anything that's deficient with the house, things that you may need to budget for, but you're not going to have the ability to ask the seller to repair those items. Instead, you get in the contract, you have the ability to simply walk away from the contract if there's too extensive repairs or something major is found, or if it's just a pile of little things maybe that you just don't want to deal with when you move in, would allow you to walk away. But that is those are strong things to do for getting your offer considered. Another thing that we do on the team that a lot of agents don't do, and I know this because of the offers we receive on our listings, is we always call the listing agent before preparing the offer. It's a simple question. Mr. Listing Agent, Mrs. Listing Agent, is there anything you can tell me about your seller client that will make my buyer's offer better? And oftentimes, it's not the highest price that the seller wants. It may be they want to stay in the house for 90 days. It may be they want to close quickly and then stay in the house for another 60 days while they find another house or have one built. There's lots of different scenarios that could come up, and the listing agent usually will share those things with us because they're wanting to get the seller exactly what the seller wants. And so by sharing that with us right there before writing the offer, it saves a lot of going back and forth on negotiation. And then the last thing that I recommend you do is write a letter to the seller. Tell them what it is that you fell in love with about the house. With the neighborhood, the house itself, how you envision using the house, what you're going to be doing there, how long you want to be there, why you picked the neighborhood, why you picked the house. It helps build that connection that also drives things home. So those are the biggest things that we've got going on right now in the market to help you get your offer accepted in a multiple offer situation. And so if you're interested in looking for a home, you're tired of going out and writing multiple offers, give us a call. We'll be more than happy to do a needs analysis with you consult you on what's happening in the market in your price range, and then help you find the right house for you. Thanks for watching. Oh, hey guys, one more thing I totally forgot about and just realized that's really important, and that's your earnest money deposit. In the state of Maryland, the way the contract's written, it's almost impossible for a buyer to lose their earnest money. You gotta really kind of just walk away from the deal with no explanation, no reason, it just disappear. And most sellers know this, but writing an earnest money deposit that's big enough to show that you're serious will put you up over other offers, just because it shows that you're serious. What I recommend actually is that you go ahead and you write a check for the earnest money deposit that's going to be how much ever cash you're going to need at the closing table. You got to write that check anyways, so you might as well write it right now while you're writing the offer. Title company already have it sitting there. No need to worry about a wire when it comes down time to settle. And even on cash buyers, I recommend this. I've used the strategy myself when buying investment properties to write an earnest money deposit that's equal to the purchase price of the house. So the earnest money deposit does matter, even though it's very rare that you lose it in the state of Maryland. And I'll do another video on earnest money deposit and how you can lose it as a follow-up to this.